she wondered how she was brought into the world. She then decided to ask her mom. Apparently her mom didn't know, but instead of saying that, her mom made up a story about a stork that flew in and dropped off Jessica in a bundle of baskets. And blankets, I'm sorry. Basket, blankets, whatever. Jessica still doesn't know how she got here, but she's decided to share some origin stories about her. Jessica.
Good morning, fellow Toastmasters, and welcome guests. I still don't know how I got here. I mean, I know how I got here. I drove. There wasn't much traffic, so it was fine. But I still don't know how I got here on this planet. It's a mystery. When I was younger, I also wondered how my sister came to be. She was so weird. There's no way she could be related to me. So that's when I decided / imagined that she had come from another planet. I told her that aliens had dropped her off on our front door and we had taken her in as one of our own. And that is the reason why my sister likes cantaloupe and cottage cheese. It seems like every once in a while we wonder how things came to be. Unfortunately, it's not always easy to tell because we're too lazy to look it up on Wikipedia. That's why I decided to come up with some of my own indelible origin stories. Today, I'd like to tell you about how Pop-Tarts, jellyfish, surfing, and the Caro's restaurant came into existence, allegedly. First, there are Pop-Tarts. If you've never had a Pop-Tart, find one and eat it because they're delicious. Pop-Tarts were probably invented around the 1930s to the 1940s, so that's around the time that toasters came into existence. You see, one day a man, we should call him Gatsby because I believe that was a popular name at the time, he had a difficult decision to make. What should he eat for breakfast? Should he have toast or a donut? Torn, he began contemplating back and forth. What should I have? After minutes of thinking, he finally reached a decision. After the toast popped out of the toaster, or whatever early toast-making apparatus they had back then, he still wasn't satisfied. That's when he looked over and noticed the glaze he could have used for the donut. He started putting the glaze onto his toast, and he looked at it and decided, it's like toast, but also like a pastry. Toast, pastry. Toaster's pastry! Decades later, the Pop-Tart Corporation took the concept of the toaster's pastry and perfected it by adding sprinkles. And that is possibly how Pop-Tarts were invented. Next, jellyfish. The origin of the jellyfish surprisingly starts in the middle of the woods. In the woods, there was a bear living there who enjoyed walking around with a green hat on, bugging the local park ranger. His name was Yogurt. Yogurt had a little bear friend named Bobo. Yogurt and Bobo's favorite pastime was harassing the visiting picnickers and trying to steal their food. One day, Yogurt and Bobo came across a man eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich by a stream. Bobo tried to hold Yogurt back, but lost control, and Yogurt leapt at the man, and he fell backwards, and the sandwich fell into the stream. Bobo and Yogurt were then arrested, put in a cage, and sold to the circus. Meanwhile, the sandwich began to travel further and further downstream. Eventually, a fish found it, and since fish don't like bread or peanut butter, it only ate the jelly. Then something magical happened. It transformed, and thusly the jellyfish came into creation. So how did surfing come to be, or not to be? That is a perfectly legitimate question. It was probably started around the late 60s to early 70s, because that's around the time that hippies came into existence. One day, a young man who was living with his mother in Hawaii got a call from her in the middle of the day. Have you ironed all your clothes yet? No, The next day, Long John found his own surf shop, and that is possibly how surfing came to be. Now for Caro's. Caro's started humbly as a food stand at an archery shop. It was initially pronounced sea arrows because occasionally customers would get struck and the stand wanted to remind them to stay alert. Over time, the restaurant's name got misused, and so today the restaurant known as Caro's, which was formerly Sea Arrows, that's how it came to be. So the next time you're surfing on a board, eating a Pop-Tart, avoiding jellyfish, not looking up things on Wikipedia, now you'll wonder how things came to be and maybe start inventing your own indelible origin stories.